Hello my lovely nestlings, welcome to my channel and today's long awaited video, which is my palette collection and declutter. And if you're new, welcome, my name is Nikki, I'm 45, from the Netherlands, hence the accent, and as you will see in this video, I love eyeshadow palettes. Colorful, neutral, I love indie brands, I love drugstore, I have mainstream from the USA, from Europe, and I'm accumulating more and more from Europe because that's where I'm from. Without further ado, grab a drink, grab a snack, put your feet up. I am going to flip the camera and pile a lot of eyeshadow palettes on my desk. Okay, let's start with this. And this is new or not used yet. So let's start actually with something that I honestly just got in when I sat down to film. And that is this baby, the Natasha Denona Gold. I have wanted this one for so long. And it was available on Sephora Friends and I bought it. I don't know, I'm so into this color story right now. I cannot wait to try this one. And this one I bought just purely for me. So yeah, she ain't going anywhere. Just saying. The next one that I'm going to show you is from V Cosmetics. This is actually the one that I'm filming with right now. And this is the As Above, So Below palette. This is what she looks like. I have a discount code with V Cosmetics. It's Raven and it will save you 10% if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is not going anywhere. Let's go dig into my basket of shade. A lot of things in here are actually gifted or PR. Most of it actually. And yeah, I am going to get rid of some. Starting with this one, which is the Berry Cute from Makeup Obsession. It's untouched, as everything is. This I did by myself. I really like the quality of these, but I think this released last year. Yeah, I'm never going to try it, so that one is going to go in a declutter pile. The Autumn Vibes palette by KRISTEN LEIGH. I have not used this. I really do like the color story though, and I really want to try it, so I'm going to hold on to this one a little while longer and see if I will use it in the immediate future. So here we have, what's it called again? JCAT Beauty. I got these gifted to me from a friend and she sent me a heap load of stuff. But I do want to try the formula. So you know, I'm just going to hold on these for a little while longer. Let's go to this one, the MILANI Gilded Jewel. When I look at this color story, I think it's very, very pretty. This was also gifted, also by my friend. But it's not something that I am very much into right now. And even though the color story looks pretty, it's also a lot of the things that I have. I think I'm going to give this one away. It's always difficult, you know, when you get something in PR it's not that difficult, but if you get something as a gift it's just difficult, you know. This is the Tokyo palette from V Cosmetics, also gifted. I kind of want to hang on to this one because I haven't tried this one yet. I do have a few palettes from this brand and I really like the brand, but I do like the look of this color story. So this one is staying at least another round. I bought this one myself because I thought it was very pretty. And then when I open her up, it sounds very weird, but I don't know what to do with this. So I'm going to give this as well because I'm not going to keep it, especially if I bought it myself, not going to keep it in my collection just, no, I have enough. The Cabana Club from COLOURPOP. Yeah, this I really do like. This gives me such a summer feeling. This was also a gift. So I'm going to hold on to this one. This one, the Essence Out in the Wild palette. I don't think I will use this. This released, I think, 2 years ago here in Europe. And I really wanted to try the Essence eyeshadow formula again. But this, it's basically too old right now. And yeah, it's also new, so I'm going to gift this as well. Then I have a few here from PROFUSION that I got as a gift. I do want to keep at least one because I really want to try PROFUSION. Let's see. Oh, this one is still taped closed as well. I'm going to give this one away, the Rubies, because I'm not going to use that one because it's not. This one kind of looks interesting. I'm going to hold on to this one. The emeralds, yeah, I love this color story, but I also have this color story, so I am going to gift this one away as well. I'm going to keep the Euphoria. What am I going to? I actually think I'm going to keep the Meadow as well, because I think that I really like it. The Citrine. I like the color story of the Citrine, but it's not enough depth for me, so I will try it once and then never again. So I'm going to gift this as well. And so much is coming into my collection that I would rather that someone else plays with it than it going bad in mine. So yeah, I'm keeping these two and I'm gifting the rest. This is from BASEBLUE Cosmetics. This was PR and this is the girl with the pearl earrings. So here is the palette. And it is just a stunning palette. I do have to say that this is an overspray and this is an overspray. The rest are more satin shades. I haven't tried this yet. When I got it, I didn't have the time. I was also sick in between, so I just missed days. So I haven't been able to use this. And honestly, I don't think I will. If you want to hear thoughts, there are videos online. My friend Debbie has done one. I will leave her channel down below. Her channel name is Debutant. She has used this palette. It is staying in my collection. And it's going to be an entire collection as well. So I cannot wait to see what else is going to be in there. Let's go next to this from Saints, Angels, Sinners. And I have more from Saints, Angels, Sinners that I already tried. This is all PR. Let's start with this one. This is the Halloween palette from this year. It is not touched, although when it arrived, this palette, this shade was shattered. And while I am incredibly grateful that I got sent a heap load of box, almost all the palettes that she has to try out, realistically speaking, I know I won't use this one. I want someone else to have fun with this. Then we have these here. We have here the Egg Hunt palette, which is a shimmer quad. Then we have the Over the Moon, which is a six pan palette. And then we have Guardian Angel. Let me put it like this. This one I'm super excited about trying. I really like the color story of this one. So this one is definitely staying. The Guardian Angel palette, it's not really the color story that I go for right now. But I am going to keep it and see if I will kind of fall in love with this color story again. If not, then if I kind of open it up and I'm like, yeah, it's not it, then I'm just going to keep it as is and then declutter it in the next round. This one, yeah, I like it. I think the color story is cute. I think that the outer carton is cute. So I am going to keep this one as well to see if I will use it. Let's go to this one from LA Splash, also a gift. Oh, I have been lusting after this for so long and I still haven't been able to play with this. And I'm so bummed. So this is staying and I really want to try it. Yeah, this one is not going anywhere. I really want to try that one. Okay. Here we have from Copacetic and the Basket Case the Elysian palette. The shades are delicate and I've heard mixed reviews, but this is a palette that I find just so interesting because you have the mattes and then you have corresponding topper shades. So I really want to try this, but yeah, there's a reason I'm decluttering, people. I want to try this. I'm keeping it. So let's go to this one, which is from Max & More. It's a Dutch brand and it is available in the UK. I believe at least. This is the Sunrise palette. Ooh. It is also untouched. This, yeah, I accidentally dug my nail in. But for the rest, it's untouched. I'm going to gift this. I really do like the quality of Max & More eyeshadows. But yeah, I'm going to gift this to someone who will use it. Let's go to this one. The Catrice Pro Natural Spirit. Now, this came into my collection when it released here. This is the color story. It's very neutral, which I don't mind. But, yeah, I haven't had time to play with it. I'm holding on to this one a little bit longer to see if I will have the time to do a video. Yeah, as I said, I have them all. The quality is really nice. Let's go to this. This was the last gift in the box and the rest, and then I have some PR. This is Sugar Pill. It's the dark edit, and I have been also lusting after this for such a long time, and I have not touched it yet. I know it's an older palette, but I still really want to try it. So I am going to keep it. And if you see anything that I'm keeping that you really want me to do a video on, let me know. So the last thing that I'm going to show you in this basically pile of shame is PR. And it's the Exotic Skewer collection. You probably all know what it looks like, but I'll show you anyway. When this came in, it was around fall. It came in very late for me. As I said, it is PR. I do have an affiliate code with DD. It will be listed down below. Around that time, there were so many releases that were current that I just haven't had the time to play with these. The trouble is, especially when you are not in America and you get on an American PR list, is that a lot of the time when stuff gets to me, it's already kind of old news. Does that make any sense at all? So Yeah. So there is that. I like this color story, but I'm going to give this one away, the Tropical. I'm definitely keeping one because I want to try her formula. Sometimes it's just very difficult because I really do not want to seem ungrateful. But I honestly don't know. Yeah, this one, yeah, this one I'm going to keep for sure the exotic. The weird thing is I'm not really into pinks, but I find this combination so interesting. So I'm going to hang on to this one as well. The Juicy Skewer. I think I'm going to let this one go as well. Even though it's a very fun color story, yeah, I'm going to give this one away as well. Let's go then to everything that I have done videos with. Let's go to this, the Melt Mary Jane. It's my only melt palette. The Mary Jane was my birthday gift to myself last year. The mattes are stunning. They are so easy to work with, but the shimmers, they are atrocious. And on the one hand, I want to keep it for comparison purposes, but on the other hand, honestly, if I have to pay that amount of money for a palette and I don't even know if it's good quality or not, I'm kind of done. So I'm going to, yeah, declutter the Melt Mary Jane. The next one, this one, yeah, this is not going anywhere. This is from Martina Cosmetics. It's the 669 palette. I have gushed over this palette. It was in my favorites of 2021, the best palettes of the year. Yeah, so this is not, it's not going anywhere. We have here my only Pat McGrath palette that I got as a gift. The box is a little bit beat up, but that's okay. So am I sometimes. So this is the, I think the Subliminal, the Mothership One Subliminal. The trouble with Pat McGrath is that her cruelty-free status is questionable. So I'm kind of like, yeah, do I want to feature them then? Because it's a difficult decision to make. However, I am going to keep this. The mattes in here are stunning. This blue, I have a lot of blues in this color, but this is the one, if I want this color blue, this is the palette that I grab. Because it's that easy to work with and it's not my favorite color. And you can use it as a weapon because it's so heavy you can kill a bitch, honestly. Next, Kraken Cosmetics. I had a lot of fun with this palette. This palette was also a gift. I think that the quality of these shadows are very, very nice. It's a little bit of a softer formula, like for instance Lethal Cosmetics. Realistically, I don't know how often I will grab this. I'm going to put this in the maybe pile for now because I'm just... On the one hand, I want to keep it because it's kind of a smaller palette and I can store it easily, no problem. But we will have to see. We will have to see. Okay. Next, let's go now by brand. So let's go to Odensai. So yeah, honestly, if I were to declutter anything from Odensai, it would be these because I bought these fully intending to use them. I did a palette bingo with it, and after that, I don't have a complete, I don't have everything from Odensai. So it's not the fact that I'm breaking up the collection because I have a few complete collections, but this is not one of them, the Elva 2. I actually think I'm going to let this one go because I'm not using it. Same with this one. I like the quality. I really like what they have done with the split pen, but the one that I would use is this one, Mini Forced palette. I would use this one. I'm going to keep this one. These two I'm going to put in the maybe pile. I need to think about them a little bit. Then we have the Norns collection. Nothing is going to go away from the Norns. I can tell you that right now. So there are three sisters, the Norns, in Scandinavian mythology or Germanic mythology. They're basically like the Fates in Greek, like the Fates in Greek mythology. They are not going anywhere. Out of the three, I have used Urt the most. It's also, yeah, my favorite. So here's the big Norns palette. Yeah. This is not going anywhere. Then we're going to go to the Saga of Freya, which was my very first PR from the brand, and I'm just so excited. The Saga of Freya. Well, this is not going anywhere. I just said it's Freya is my patron goddess. So this is the book. And then here you have the, yeah, this one. So basically this for me is a little bit more her fighter side, and this is a little bit more her love goddess side. Then we have this one, Chapter 1, Tears of Freya. This is just a very, very soft and romantic color story. And then the last one is Chapter 2, Cat with the Golden Carriage. I think color story wise, this maybe is my favorite. This is actually a shade, and this is a shade that I dip into regularly in summer. So yeah. Then the last collection that they came out with, yeah, it's the Diversa collection. Again, it's not going anywhere. But I will show you. Let's start with Annette's palette, the Giant Wolves palette. This is it. It's just such a cool, grungy winter color story. And the quality, oh, this quality is the best that Oden's Eye has done so far. Just saying. Then the Red Dragon palette, which is actually my kind of everyday palette. This was the collab with Judy. And I think that this is a more grown-up version of the Sweet Talk palette. So while the Sweet Talk is very sweet, and this is a little bit more, yeah, adult, grown up, bitchy, whatever. But yeah, also Red Dragon. Yeah, and then the last one is the Hummingbird with the Fancy Face or Tina. This is just such a cool color story. So, so nice and vibrant and, you know, summery. And I love it. So yeah. Yeah, okay, so here I have things from, no. So here is the reformulated one, and this is the original one. I love the reformulated palettes. I really, really do. The only thing I wish is that the shade Soil was a deep, dark, rich brown, so that I had something to deepen up the Golden Apple with and Vegetation with, without it kind of turning a funky color. But that's the only thing that I kind of want to bitch about. I am keeping this. This one I am going to let go, which is the first formula, so the old formula. I am going to let this, I don't need to tell you anything about it, I'm going to let it go. Then this one is not going anywhere either. It's a Tropical Vibes palette, it's new. It was again in my best palettes of 2021, so it's not going anywhere. Okay, then the Oceanic. This is also the old formula, and loving the new formula. I don't want to go back to the old formula. In my last declutter I said I wanted to use it. I haven't, so it's going to go away. I'm going to show you. Do I need to say what's going to happen with this? Nothing. It's going to go back in my collection. This is the collab that Kaleidos did with my friend Angelica Nickvist. Stay in. Stay in. Yes. Until my dying day. Then this is the Flower Punk palette. Yeah. I love this palette so much. This is not going anywhere either. And then here we have these three, which were actually my first from Kaleidos. So here we have the VR Neon, which is no longer available if I'm not mistaken. But these neons are just stunning. And I do have neons strewn about in other palettes, but I am going to keep this one. Then we have the Futurism one, the Sci-Fi Green. Color story wise, I love this one, but the quality is a little bit meh. I don't know, I find that the mattes are a little bit stiff, and yeah, again, while I love this color story, I also have it. I'm going to declutter the Sci-Fi Green. Then this one I am going to keep, which is the turquoise, I don't know, this one. This one I love. This one is so good. I have had so much fun with this palette, so this is not going anywhere. Okay, let's go to Alien Cosmetics. Let's start with this, which was the first palette that I tried from her, which is the collab with the Serendipity artist. I really, really like this palette. I think that the quality is amazing. This made me fall in love with the brand. I really, really love it. So this one is going to stay. This is the new formula, which is her Strawberry Milkshake. I love this formula a lot. I really like this color story as well. I love this color story. It's nice and summery, it's fresh, it's staying. The Fairy Frolic, yeah. I kind of have a love-hate relationship with this one. This was on my wish list for so long because I love the color story. I don't really like the quality though. Also this one, which seems to be a brown, on me it turns red. So if I want to deepen up this one with this one, I cannot. I kind of have been thinking about trying comparing it with her old formula or a new formula. I don't know if I will. I am going to hold on to it for just a little while longer though and see what is going to be. Oh yeah, okay. So the next things were PR, because I'm also on the PR list for Alien Cosmetics and I have an affiliate code, which is NIKKIRAVEN. This is the Witching Hour palette. It was her Halloween release. I haven't had time to play with it just yet, but I really, really do like the color story. I don't know if I will have the time to play with this one. I will try. This is the last one that she released. The Smells Like Holiday Spirit. There were 2 holiday collections and I got sent this one. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with this one. I did a very, very pretty look. I haven't played with it after that though. So this is kind of in my basket. I want to play with it a little bit more before I give you my final Judgment. So it is staying, but I really like it. And I actually love the glosses as well. And then the last one that I have from Alien is the Bunny palette. I love the color story of this one. I like the different size pans as well. I don't know, I think it's very fun. The mattes are very nice. They're good quality. The shimmers are stunning. They do crease on me a bit, but that is because they're very, can we just, very, very creamy. Oh, yeah, this palette is staying. What can I say? Let's go to ABH, because I have two palettes from ABH. I have the Subculture and I have the Amrezy. Yeah, I already know I'm going to keep the Subculture because I love the Subculture. I love the quality and the formula of the Subculture so much. I don't know why everyone's bitching about it, but I love it. This one is staying. And this one though, the Amrezy palette, the shimmers in this are stunning. There are also two pressed glitters in here, which I'm not a fan of, but okay, fine. Where I'm having the issue is with the darker mattes. Now they are extremely dry, but when I use them, they almost turn oily, and that is just so weird. Yeah, well, I love the shimmers. I am going to get rid of this one. I'm going to give this one away. Let's go to this one, the She Glam Ratchet Romance. I bought the complete collection. I actually thought the quality was really nice. I haven't used all the shades, but honestly, I just wanted it because it was a spiderweb. So, am I a sucker for packaging? Hell yeah. Am I going to keep it? Hell yeah. Let's go to this from Asgard Queen Cosmetics, which was PR. This is the Neptus Temple palette. And it's a very fun color story. Now, she is from Russia and she makes all her shadows herself. She hand presses them. So I found her shimmers stunning. Her mattes, because they were so hard pressed, were a little bit difficult for my brush to pick up. But I do think it's a very cool color story. It's a very small, tiny palette. So I am going to hold on to this. Menagerie Cosmetics. Yes, well, these palettes are actually on display because they're just too cute. This is my Feral palette. Are you sitting down? Yes, it fell. So, and honestly, I'm not really a fan of Menagerie's formula. Wisteria, there was a binder that kind of irritated my eyes a little bit. I did love the shade Night Eyes. I love this shade, but it got hard pan very quickly. So, I was not really a fan of the formula, but it's just a stunning palette. So this is a palette that's on display. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to declutter it because I'm going to empty it out, clean it up, and then just the outer palette is going to be on display because it's just so stunning. Then we have here the Pastel Pop. This packaging, they kill it with the packaging, but I have pastels that I like, and yeah, again, it's just not my preferred formula, so I'm going to give this one away. This one, the Pure Raw Beauty Christie collab. I think that the quality of the eyeshadows is very nice. What I detest is how the palette is set up, because Odin's Eye at least has it as a book that if you do it like this, I'm sorry for the shine, but if you do it like this, you can see both sides, you know, and this is not that. So I'm going to find, yeah, I was keeping it. I don't know why I was keeping it. I'm going to declutter it because it's not for me. Let's go to these from Lunar Beauty, the Moonspell 1 and the, oh yes, before I forget, if you want to get your hands on the Moonspell number 1 and you are in Europe, I will leave a site down below that is in Switzerland, I believe. They still have it in stock, just so you know. This is the Moonspell 1. It's not going anywhere. The Moonspell Volume 2 is not going anywhere either, but I like the Moonspell 1 more. I like the color story more, but it is staying. Let's go to Lethal Cosmetics. Let's kind of get everything out of the cart. And Lethal Cosmetics is also a brand that I love a lot. The Berlin, it's not going anywhere. This is actually my favorite formula from them. I love this one so much, the Berlin. It's stunning. It's truly stunning. So that one is not going anywhere. This one is the Velvet Dusk palette. Yeah, this color story is very pretty. Definitely keeping this one, which was the Velvet Dusk palette. I think I'm going to declutter this one, which it was the first palette that I tried from them, which is the After Dark pressed palette, and I really like the quality, but the color story is not basically I haven't touched it since I did a video. That's it. So here is the collab that they did with Teresa. This one is staying. I really like this color story, and I love Teresa, so that one is staying for sure. These two, I'm making a mess. I am keeping both of these. The color story of this one, especially if you're an olive like me, is just stunning. And I love this palette so much. So they're nice small palettes. They don't, and yeah, I will make room for them. I have here a custom palette from We Makeup, and this was made especially for me. And this is not going anywhere. I really like the quality as well. V Cosmetics. Yes, I got, I think, one palette in PR and the rest I bought. I do have a discount code with her, which is Raven, and it will be listed down below as well. This is the Kitchen Witch palette. Very fun palette. So yeah, it's staying. Then we have here the Blood Moon palette, which is just a stunning palette, and the quality is amazing. This is an all matte palette, and it is so extremely easy to work with that this is not going anywhere. And yes, Blood Moon, what, you know, do I need to say more? This is actually one of the newer ones that I have, which is the Spellbound palette, but I haven't used it because unfortunately they were having a backlog at the post, so this arrived to me very late. This was her Halloween release. It's limited edition. I do love her formula, but honestly, I don't know if I will use this. I think I'm actually going to give this to a friend who I know will love this. It's untouched. I love her formula. I really love the color story. As you will see in a minute, I have a bunch of her stuff. And as I said, I'm playing with one right now that I'm so happy to have. So this one I'm going to give to a friend. Let's next go to the Grimoire. The Grimoire Volume 2. This is it, and it's such a nice dark yummy color story. It's in a book, so it's a little bit more bulky. I don't mind it. Then we have the Book of Shadows, which is also a stunning palette in and of itself, you know. And then this is the color story. Nice jewel toned color story. This is not going anywhere. It's actually on display a lot of the time. Or it was, until I did not have the room anymore. Then here we have palette for the recently deceased. I think I used it once or twice for a video. And after that I haven't touched it since. Let's go to the Grimoire. This palette is no longer available in this format with this color story. So on the one hand, I'm like, you cannot get it anymore. Maybe I need to get rid of it. And these two shades have been swapped out, but it's the only black I am going to keep it. It's the only black glitter that I have. And yes, I know I don't like glitter, but if I need a black glitter, sometimes that happens. It's not often. Sometimes it happens. Then I at least have one. You know what? I'm going to keep this one as well because I can. Then we have here the Lovers, which is a neon bright palette, and you cannot see it, but this is a row of neons, and this is not as neon as these, but it's basically a row of neons. This is also a neon, and then here are more brights, and then here are shimmers. The quality of this is very nice, very nice, and I'm keeping it. This, the Vixen, this one is on display. It's also beat up. Can you see? This was actually the very first palette that I bought from V Cosmetics. It's not going anywhere. I love what it stands for. I love the quality of this. This is a very nice red shimmer. It's stunning. But yeah, again, this is not going anywhere. This is usually on display actually. Let's go to these two, which are not going anywhere. These are on display. So these are not to use. These are on display. This was a gift from my friend Lior. She had an extra one and she wasn't using it. This is the Wizardry and Witchcraft. I love this. It's not, I think only this one is a matte and the rest are kind of shimmery shades looking at this. But I love this stuff. I truly love this. So it's kind of like, these are not to use, these are just to display. This is the Starry Night, which I think they nailed the color story of. And I love how they did it. This is weird, but that's okay, so am I. I love the way that this looks. It is also textured. It's just so pretty. Quality sucks, but it's a very difficult palette to work with. The blues that are in here are extremely difficult to work with. I could make them work, but if you're a beginner, unless you want it for display purposes, then just stay away. Let's go to this one from What's Up Beauty. This is the Monsoon palette. It was their first eyeshadow palette. I got this in PR, and this quality, oh my lord, it's so good. The mattes are so easy to work with. The shimmers are stunning. Actually very interested to see what the brand is going to do next. But the question is kind of, am I going to keep it or not? I actually think, while I love the quality, I think I'm going to declutter this because I want someone else to enjoy this as well. Next stack, Midas Cosmetics. This was a gift. I have not used this yet, but I do want to. So this one is staying for now. This I love. This is their Artistry Volume 2. I bought this. This was my first palette that I tried from them. Can we just look at the... Can we just... This is actually in my basically everyday stack. So this is not going anywhere. This one, Be Your Own Desire by Sandra Renee. This quality is very, very good. I got this in PR a few years ago. It gets lost in my collection though. And honestly, right now, I'm not really into these tones. And I think I have them as well in other palettes. So I think I'm just going to give this to someone else because I know that someone else will love it. As I said, it's an amazing quality. Then we have the Made by Mitchell Feet on the Ground palette, I believe. I think this is a very, very cool color story. Very, very cool, very unique. I thought that the formula was very nice as well. It's going to go in the maybe pile. On the one hand, I want to keep it. On the other hand, I want to declutter it. So it's going to go in the maybe. Oh yeah, this one. The Glam Light Michaela palette. It was the first time trying Glam Light. I think that the mattes are okay. You know the one, yeah, that was it. It was okay. The shimmers were stunning, but they creased like crazy. So, you know, I'm going to give this one away to someone else. Yes. Then we have my Be Perfect Carnival palettes. This is the Love Tahiti, which is a stunning palette. And I really, really like the quality. And I don't know, while I'm not really into very big palettes, I kind of like having big palettes in my collection. Just one or two, which I have. So this one is not going anywhere. And then the other one, the newer one, the Antidote. But it's just a very, very pretty palette. So this one is staying as well. Palettes from Beauty Bay. I have 3 of them. Let's go to this one first, which is the Magic Book palette. I think I'm going to let this one go. I have combinations with this. You cannot get it anymore. So even if I were to do a video with it, because, you know, shop my stash or whatever, I have so much that I can pull in, and this one won't be one. So I'm going to pass this one along as well to someone who will get heap loads of use out of it. This one, the Wilderness palette, I think that this color story is just so good. So this is staying. The Age of Opulence. I like this color story a lot. I am going to keep this one because I feel more drawn towards this color story than the Book of Magic palette. So this one is also staying. Let's go here to the It's Freaking Bats. Yeah, that one is, this is definitely staying. I love this color story so much. I love Betty, and yeah, this is just such a cool color story. So this is not going anywhere. Okay, let's go to these. Now, these are both staying. I can tell you now. Saint Angel Sinners Happy New Year palette. This palette is so good. And then I need this one, Resolutions. I had this one on my eye a few days ago, and it is just, oh, it's stunning. Stunning. The quality of the mattes is very, very nice as well. They were, for me, deep enough to give my eye a nice definition. They were easy to blend. So, yeah, this is, it's definitely staying. Okay. There was PR, by the way. And then this one was also PR. This is A Grateful Heart. This is also such a good palette. I was so impressed by the formula of this. Look at that. Look at that. How cool and stunning and pretty. Ah, it's the same thing as this, but then with a golden. I need to use that shade soon. Oh, yeah. She doesn't have a lot in stock right now, but she is going to restock in May, and her most popular palettes will become permanent. So if there are any palettes that you want to see permanent, go to her. The New Year's palette will be kind of rebranded a little bit, but the color story will be the same, and that one will be in her permanent lineup. Okay, let's go to Juvia's Place, because I have a bunch from Juvia's Place. Let's go to this one, the Nomad palette. I love this color story so much. The quality though, and I have said this before, the quality of this I feel is not the true Juvia's Place quality. I think it's a little bit difficult to work with, although this is, I think, the best yellow that I have in my collection. I am going to finally get rid of this though, because I haven't used it. So Yeah, and there was someone else who will want to use it. Now let's go to the Tribe by Juvia's Place. This is a palette that is stunning. I love this palette so much. I'm going to keep this. Yeah. Zulu. This was my first real colorful palette, and this was one that I lusted after for so long from Juvia's Place. I am going to give it to someone else though. Someone else who can have a lot of fun with it, as much fun as I did, because it just... I'm not using it anymore. The Festivals was a gift. It was a gift, and this is such a beautiful dark. I'm keeping this one. Then the Deuce. It was actually the first palette that I bought from Juvia's Place. I have kept it for so long in the hopes that I would use it more. I haven't. I'm going to give this one away. Okay, let's go to the smaller palettes from Juvia's Place that I have here. Let's start by opening them up. I'm going to declutter this one, the hot pink, because I'm not using it ever. I'm going to keep the violets, yes. Even though this shimmer is stunning, I'm going to get rid of the mauves. I wanted to collect all the 6-pan palettes, but I didn't, so I'm just going to break up the collection. This one, the berries, I'm going to give this one away as well. This one I'm going to keep, which is the taupes. I really do like the nudes. I think that the color story is very pretty of the nudes. I kind of have something similar in the... I'm going to put this in a maybe pile because I want to compare it to one that I have from Sigil. This very deep dark yummy brown. I'm going to keep for another round because I can. Okay. Then let's go to Nomad. Let's go to this one, which is the Studio 54. It was actually my first PR from Nomad. I love Nomad so much. I love them, but this quad, it's getting lost in my collection. I don't use it, and I'm going to declutter this one with pain in my heart, but I am going to, yes. And then let's go to these two, the Encinita and the Malibu. The Malibu is not going anywhere. I love this quad a lot. I think I'm going to pass this one along because I don't use this one. I use this crap ton. I don't use this one, so this one I'm going to give away. Yes, this one is staying. The Venice Simple and Express. I love this palette a lot. Actually didn't think that I was going to declutter anything from Nomad, but you know what, I also want other people to be able to enjoy the brands that I love so much and to get to know them, because you know, they don't know the brands living here because you cannot buy them here. Well, you can online. Nomad Venice Simple, and this, it's not going anywhere. I love this one a lot. This is just, oh yeah, it's staying. Then we have here the the Home for the Holiday palette. Yeah, this one is staying as well. It's an almost all shimmer palette. There's the black is a matte. Would be very cool if that had been a shimmer as well, by the way. That would have been awesome sauce. Huh, maybe, you never know in the future. I don't know. But I love this, so this is staying. Let's start with the one that is on top, which is the Haunted. I will show you, it's not going anywhere. Look how cool this is. I love this palette. This is the color story. It was in my, well, in my best palettes of the year. It's not going anywhere. The Orient Express. I kind of have a love-hate relationship with this one, because I love the way that it is looking. But, and I have said this before, this line, it's throwing me off. And also, my favorite shades I have in the mini. So I actually think that I'm going to declutter this. Did not think that I would, but I am. Because, as I said, the shades that I love with a passion, I already have. And I, honest to God, love the brand so much. I want to keep everything, but I just need the room. And I just want someone else, because these brands are so dear to my heart, I want someone else to enjoy them as well and fall as much in love with them as I have, you know. Let's go to this one, which is a very controversial palette. This is their Shanghai palette. This released around my birthday, actually, last year. You may see this, is very reminiscent of the Home for the Holiday. I am keeping this one. Yes. Okay, let's go to this one, the Antilles. Yeah. The Antilles are a part of the Netherlands, and this is just such a fun color story. I kind of missed out on this one, but my bestie Leora, I will link her channel down below as well. She had one spare, so she sent it to me. So how cool is this? It's a discontinued palette, but this color story makes me so happy to look at. So this one is staying as well. Then we have here the Cartagena Mágica. It's just such a pretty color story. Such a pretty color story, and I had a lot of fun. It is staying. The Berlin Underground is basically where it all began for me and Nomad. This palette I got actually as a gift from someone, and this made me aware of the brand. But I'm keeping it for another round. Yeah. Let's go to this one, the Iceland palette. Well, can I just say the Iceland palette is not going anywhere, but I will show you the inside. This is what she looks like. She's stunning. She's mine for eternity. She's the staying. Okay, then we have here America Sparks, and this is also a color story that I find so cool. I like this one a lot. So yeah, this one is also staying. What can I say? Then we have my first palette that I bought myself from Nomad Cosmetics, which is the Tokyo Harajuku palette. This is my favorite pastel palette, and this is not going anywhere. Let's go to Natasha Denona. Let's go to these two. You saw the gold palette. Here I have the mini Metropolis, which is staying because it's actually one of my favorite palettes, and I grab for it a crap ton when I'm not filming. So that one is staying, yes. This one I'm going to let go of now, the mini Lila. I kept this to initially because it was a gift, and then because I wanted to compare formulas. This I'm going to finally get rid of it because I don't like it. Lucky Bunny Cosmetics. Unfortunately, Lucky Bunny Cosmetics is no longer in business, so I'm going to declutter them all. So here is the Wrath palette, which is a very pretty red color story. Here we have the Gluttony, also pretty. Then we have Greed, which is also stunning. This is the palette that made me fall in love with the brand. But yeah, the brand is no longer in business. So I'm going to get rid of all of these. Okay, let's go to another favorite brand of mine, which is 50/50 Makeup. They are a Dutch-based indie brand. And 50% of proceeds go to charity. Okay, this is their winter palette. This I love. This is not going anywhere. I love this palette a lot. Actually, of this complete collection, the Seasons collection, I'm not getting rid of anything. This is the summer palette. Very fun palette. I don't use these often, but I kind of want to keep this collection at least intact. This is the autumn palette. This is also one of my favorites. Do I need to say more? You know, honestly. And then we have the spring palette. So yeah, these are all staying. This is actually their first palette. One of the first palettes that they released, the Aphrodite palette. It still had pressed glitters as well. And then we also have the Aphrodite 2.0. Which contains a mirror as well. I kept this one because it was the first thing that I bought from them. But you know, I think it's time to let this one go. I also have the revamped Desert palette, which I actually like more. This color story I find so pretty. This was PR and this I bought. But I'm going to keep this one and I'm going to pass this one along. Because while I love the quality of this, as I said, I want someone else to fall in love with the brand as well. And I am just not using this one. The Desert I'm keeping because look how pretty. This is from Stacey Alex. These are from Belarus, I believe. This one, the Wine Dove palette, is very easy to work with. It's a stunning palette. This one is the Blue Herring, which was a little bit more difficult to work with. And this one, well, I loved this shimmer. The mattes are quite difficult to work with. And this was the Hummingbird. I think I'm going to keep this one because I don't have this color story a lot. And this one I really liked, and I'm going to declutter the other two. BH Cosmetics. I have a bunch from them, as you can see. Let's start with these, which have been in my collection the longest, which kept being in my collection because, yeah, Aquarius, I'm an Aquarius, my son's an Aquarius. These are no longer sold. Oh yeah, and I have the Taurus. The color story of the Taurus I really like. I am going to declutter this one though, because I have not used it and I keep on holding on to it because I love the color story so much, but honestly I have it. So let's go to the Zodiac Aquarius. This one, blue, is not my favorite. I actually kept it because of the fact that both me and my son are an Aquarius. Do I need to keep it? I don't. Okay. I don't. Okay, this one, the Puerto Rico. I like the color story, I like the quality, so I am keeping it. This one, the Paris. Yeah, this one blew my socks off. I think that the quality is outstanding in this one, and I am keeping this one as well. The Lunar New Year, which was from last year. It was actually a birthday gift from a friend. The quality is nice. The mattes are nice, the shimmers are nice. Oh, this is so difficult sometimes. If these had been shimmers, I would have kept it. It's my own fault. I didn't know that they were pressed glitters because I didn't read correctly. I'm going to declutter this one. The Zodiac Love Signs. It was the first palette that I tried from BH Cosmetics. And I really, really like the formula. Because it's an older palette, I don't feel like it adds a lot to my collection. So I'm going to declutter this one as well. Then I have here the Crystal Zodiac, which I got from my sister for my birthday. I do want to keep this one because looking at this, it just makes me happy. I actually need to get rid of the outer carton because this is way prettier. But I do like to keep the outer. I don't know why, but I do. Basically, I'm Marie Kondoing. If it doesn't spark joy, then it's going to go. Here we have the Say It collection. I have the complete collection, so let's go per palette. I like this color story a lot. I think it's very unique in my collection, so this one is staying. This one is, I think, my favorite out of this collection. It's staying. It's the Optimistic AF. Then we have Looking Like a Snack. I'm going to give this one away. Loki Love You. This one's going to go. Let That Shit Go. I like it, but actually not enough to keep it. Yes, that one's going to go. And this one I am going to keep because this color story, while I don't grab for it often, I really do like it. And I knew that I had it in my collection. That is why I'm keeping this one, and I was decluttering the one from Beauty Bay. Because this one you still can get. It's a smaller palette, easier to store. So yeah, I am keeping the Do Not Disturb, the Optimistic AF, and the F Off. The Sweet Shop collection. I have the Pistachio. I have the Orange Sorbet. This one always makes me happy, so this one is staying regardless. This is just such a stunning color. The last time I kept it for this color, now I'm going to declutter it because I'm not... No, I'm going to declutter it. This one, the green one. I love green eyeshadow a lot. What kind of pisses me off here is that we have a yellow green, a blue green, a yellow green, and a blue green. And I don't like mixing yellow greens and blue greens. Oh, don't ask me why. I don't like it. I don't like it. So the reason that I kept it is for this shade, Crunch. Oh, this is such a stunning shade. However, I haven't used this palette in so long, but that shade is so shiny, so stunning. It's going in a maybe pile. I don't know yet, but I am keeping the Orange Sorbet. You know, because I love green eyeshadow so much, I also have a lot. So if I can find an alternative in a palette that I do grab, I will get rid of the Pistachio. Okay, let's go to ColourPop, because I have a bunch here as well. Let's go to this, the Bambi. Yeah, this one is so cool. I love this quality. I love this color story. This is staying. So I also have the other two. I have Flower and I have Thumper. And they are very, very tiny palettes. These just make me happy to look at. So I'm keeping all of them. Okay, the Wine and Only palette. I think I'm going to, I think I'm going to declutter this one as well, because it's just not a color story that I grab a lot. But on the other hand, because it's not a color story that I grab a lot, I don't have a lot of this. I'm going to put it in a maybe pile. I'm going to keep it open, putting it in a maybe pile. This one, the Child palette, is not going anywhere. I think this is so cute. I like the color story as well. I like the quality of this. I like it. I keep it. So also this one, the Mandalorian. I like the color story of the Mandalorian actually right now more than the one from the Child palette. But this shade, Clan of Two, oh my freaking lord. This is a shade that gets me every time. But I love it. It's not going anywhere. I've used this quite a bit actually. This is just such a unique color story for my collection. There's just something about this and I'm keeping it. The Taupe. That's Taupe palette. That's the trouble with this palette. I love especially the shimmers that are in here. But the palette itself is just so freakishly uninspiring for me that I'm going to declutter this one. Then we have the It's My Pleasure. I'm going to let this one go as well. I honestly kept it for Mrs. Sandman and Chiclet. But yeah, it's time. The mattes, yeah, they are not really that good actually. So that one is going to go. Yeah, this one. Gather Around Sisters. This is not going anywhere. Here I have my more red tones or more berry tones. Yeah, and honestly, I will grab this palette over the Wine palette. So the Wine palette is going to go. Hocus Pocus is not going anywhere. Okay, the Boudoir Noir. I love the color story of this. I am not really a fan of the quality of this. Shimmers are stunning. The shade Body Language is Sleep In, stunning. But I was not impressed at all with the olive or with the darkest shade. And if there's a darker shade in the palette and it's kind of, oh, you see my tattoo, hello, hello. Wow. I have this shade, these shades in other palettes in qualities that I like more. Yeah, I'm going to let that one go. The Sweet Talk palette. Actually my better Sweet Talk palette. Because as you can see, I added some shades. I added the shade Mary Jane and I added the shade Trooper. And now it's a more versatile color story. And here again, I have a little bit of the deeper shade. I really do like this palette. I don't use it enough, but I love these tones, so I am keeping it. Okay, let's go to this one from Barry M. It's pretty new to my collection. This is the color story, and I like the color story as well, but this is not why I bought it. However, the quality is very, very nice. So, you know, yeah, what can I say? It's not going anywhere. I was purely bought for the packaging, not gonna lie. Let's go to some indie makeup. Okay, let's go to this from Unique Beauty. Now let's start with this one. This is the Egg Hunt palette. This is the spring release of 2 years ago and last year. And she did send this to me in PR. The mattes are an amazing quality. The shimmers, this shit again. It's again this. Oh, look. Oh, look at how stunning. I think I'm going to keep this for another round, just because those shimmers, they just, oh, they're just so pretty. Unique Beauty is a UK based indie brand, and I do have an affiliate code with them. And then this is actually the first thing that I bought from her. It's the Japan edition, the Fashion Magazine Japan edition. And I like to keep, I don't know why, it's easier if I take all the palettes out. Maybe I will, but I have been storing them in their bigger box. So here is the volume 1. Let me open them all up. Here is the volume 2. And then here is the Tokyo. Let me put it like this. So they are all very, very stunning. They are an amazing quality as well. I am keeping all of these. I will also show you the spring fashion collection. And all of these, as far as I know, are in stock and are available separately as well. So this is the Bubble Time. Yeah. Then we have the Pamper Me, which is very, very stunning. It kind of looks meh. Well, not really meh, but maybe a little bit more neutral, but it's so stunning. And then here is the palette called Pamper Me, which I don't know what I did, but I apparently dug my nail in. Stunning, this shade Pamper Me. Yeah, what can I say? She does shimmers very, very well. Now we're going to go to the Africa edition. So here we have the Roots palette, which has 2 pressed flakes in them. It's a messy palette, but oh my lord, she's so stunning. Then here we have the Tribes, which is the most neutral of the bunch. Still very, very pretty. A little bit more traditional shimmers in here. And then here we have the Queen, the African Queen palette, which is a cool toned palette, but very, very pretty. It's the winter edition or the holiday edition. This is the warm autumn palette, and I love this color story so much. Oh, this is even green on me, which is, do I have a clean finger? It's kind of unique because, yeah, with my oliveness, a lot of the time green tends, can you see that? Green tends to fade away. Then we have the Dark Souls. Also such a stunning palette. Oh, this shade, Doulahan, oh lord. Oh, and then this one is 'Tis the Season, that's the last one, which is, as you can see, Christmassy themed. Okay, so yeah, do I need to say it? All are staying. Okay, next, let's go to this one from Max & More. I was very impressed by the Max & More eyeshadow formula, and this is a dupe for the Born to Run. I don't know if it's a dupe shade for shade, because I don't have the Born to Run. Yeah, I don't know if this one is still available though. You can get Max & More at Action in the Netherlands, and I think in Belgium, and maybe even in Germany, I don't know. I'm going to declutter this though. Next is from OPV, the Spotlight palette. I think I'm going to let this one go. I really like the quality of this. The mattes are very nice, the shimmers are stunning, but it is a little bit of an older palette and I just don't use it. So I'm going to give this one to someone else. Let's go to this one from Douglas. And Douglas is, I don't know, is it like Sephora? Let's say it's like Sephora. I don't know. Something like that at least. But this is the Interstellar Smoky. I like the formula well enough. It's not the most easy to work with, but it's also not the most difficult. But I'm going to declutter this one as well. Gourmand Girls in collaboration with 3 amazing YouTubers. The Brutally Honest Beauty, which is, her name is Riri. Adventures of Zinnia, and well, she's called Zinnia. And then my dear sister Debbie from the channel Debutante. This was an amazing collab, and it's a very, very fun palette. Here's the color story. I love that I have connected with them, and especially found another sister, my dear sister Debbie, that I kind of lost touch with a little bit, and we have reconnected over this palette. We talk every single freaking day on Marco Polo. So I will link the channels down below. Go check them out because they are amazing. There are discount codes out there for this brand. I will link the codes from the 3 ladies in the description box because yeah, they need to support. So yeah, go use their code if you want to. The W7 On The Rocks palette. This is a... Now, can you see what dupe it is? It's okay. It's nowhere near as good as the Subculture, and it shouldn't, because this I think was €5. Subculture is around 50, so, or was around 50. The shimmers though, this one is a dud and this one is a dud. This one is kind of nice, but I am going to declutter it because I don't need it. I have the original Subculture, so... Okay, this one from Certified. It's the only Certified palette that I have left. Oh, it's upside down. This is the Destiny palette, and I am going to declutter this. It's a very nice, yeah, I like the quality. I had a lot of fun. I don't know what is happening with the brand. They haven't launched a new palette in, I think, 2 years. They do still exist. So there's that, but I'm going to declutter this. I still have my eye on the brand though, because... yeah, I really like the quality. I like them as a brand. So if they come out with a new palette, I will probably try it. They're based in the UK. Let's go next to this one. The Wild palette from Huda Beauty. The Tiger. It's the only one that I have. And I'm kind of bummed that she just repackaged the one for the Tiger New Year. Because I think that one looks amazing, but it's the exact same color story. So I don't need it. But yeah, this is staying. I really like this palette. I have a few indie brands here. So this is Creepy Cosmetics. This was PR. I don't exactly know what is happening right now with Creepy Cosmetics. I haven't heard from them in a while. This was the first palette, the Halloween release Trick or Treat. This is the color story. It's a nice quality. I am going to hold on to this for just... another round, because I want to see if she releases anything new, so I can kind of compare the two palettes. Then I have a few from Maeve Cosmetics. I have the Take Me to Tokyo, which looks like this, which is very fun and colorful. And I have the Take Me to Paris. I keep on holding on to these, saying that I will use them, but I never do. And the quality is so good of these palettes that I am going to declutter both, because as I said a few times, I want other people to enjoy and get to know these brands as well. You know, there are some brands in my collection that, and I still have a palette from Maeve Cosmetics. There are some brands in my collection that, especially here where I live, are just not known. And I just want people to get to know the smaller indie brands as well, you know. Then let's go to these two from Max Up the Makeup. The quality of these is so good. The brand has been kind of silent a little bit. Now I know that the owner is actually in school, so I don't know how when he's going to release another. I am going to keep this one because this is just that flower child, this just makes me extremely happy. And I'm going to get rid of this so someone else can enjoy it, because they all need to know Max Up the Makeup, because it's just an amazing brand. No, how can I forget the palette from COLOURPOP? Oh no, I forgot this one, the Blow and Smoke. Yeah, this ain't going anywhere. This is such a good palette. But yeah, this is I'm going to keep this palette. I love this palette a lot. I think it's effortless. Let's go to e.l.f. I got both of these as a gift. The Retro Paradise was the first thing that I tried from e.l.f. Well, I think that this is a very cool palette, especially for, you know what it is. It's not available anymore. I am going to give this to someone else, because I think I haven't reached for this in a year and a half or something like that. And that's just yeah, not what I want. That's the reason, one of the reasons that I'm decluttering is because I want to keep my collection a little bit more manageable. I want to know what I have in my collection, and when I find that I'm losing sight of what I have in my collection, I know it's getting too big for me, that is. Although, yeah, the collector in me has a very hard time decluttering, but yeah, what can you do about it? This is one of the bite-sized palettes from e.l.f. It's the jalapeno one. I like this one. Yeah, that's kind of it. I like it. Will I grab for it? I don't know. But it's a very, very tiny palette, so I think I'm going to hold on to it for a little while longer. Yeah, I do like this format a lot. You know, 4 shades. Yeah, I like it. So I am going to keep this for now. Shall we go to I Heart Revolution first? I like to go by brand. Can you tell? It's also how I store my palettes, by brand. Usually, unless sometimes, especially when I have more from a certain brand, I grab my favorites, especially if it's a palette that I use a lot, and then I place it next to me so I can have it in easy reach. But yeah, so this is what I have left from I Heart Revolution, right? Let's go to this. This is actually pretty new. I bought this for the packaging, and I had a lot of fun with the quality. I do think though, honestly, I think I'm going to give it away. I think I'm going to see if my niece will like it, because this was one of those impulse buys. I really do like the chorus bright. I love moths, or this is actually a butterfly, but I don't know. I think it's more of a moth. It's probably the color. I like it. I had a lot of fun, but I think I'm going to give this to my niece. Then let's go to this one, which is the Good Luck Charms. They have a bunch of these types of palettes, this style, and this is cardboard, and I really, really like it. I like this one. I like this one, and this one I am going to keep because I think it's a fun color story, and I like this format. I like it. So this one I'm going to get rid of the box, but this one I'm keeping. Okay, the avocado. This I have been holding on to for so long. But I think it's time to let her go. I have a replacement for this that I like the quality of a little bit more. So I'm going to gift this one to someone else. I think my sister was eyeing that one, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure though. Here I have the peach, the tasty peach. Let's see what I'm going to do with this one. Yeah, this is a color story that I don't use, but it makes me happy to look at. But also not really anymore. I can really feel the shift for me that I noticed that I am not into pinks as much. Now these are pinks and peaches and all that, but still really do like the quality of this one, and I think that the color story is very, very pretty, and I have kept it all these years just because it made me really, really happy to look at. And now, yeah, not so much anymore because my preferences have changed. Okay, let's go to X Revolution. I have one thing from X Revolution. That's this one. It's a quad. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of this. I basically kept this because I wanted to keep something from the brand. What can I say? I just don't like it, and I can usually find something good to say about a palette, but in this case I just don't like it. So let's go to Makeup Obsession next. Let's go to this one, the Take It to the Grave. I am going to declutter this one. I actually got from a subscriber the equivalent of this, but then in singles from Glam Shop. So here is its equivalent. So the shade, the shade Graveyard is a little bit more green in the original palette and a little bit more teal in what she found, and there's no matte white in here, which I don't mind at all, but for the rest she kind of nailed it. And this is just an amazing quality. I did a video, I think it's called Full Face of Glam Shop, where I also name and link all the single shadows in case you want to purchase. This is not going anywhere, this is. Yeah, let's go to the rest of Makeup Obsession. I have a few of these, and I had already mentioned one of the smaller ones. So these are the ones that I kept last time. I'm going to keep this one, the Feeling Spicy, because it's just, I don't know, it makes me warm and fuzzy inside. What can I say? So that one is staying. Yeah, I'm going to declutter the Sweet Like Candy, the purpley one. I think I'm also going to declutter this one. If you're here in Europe or don't want to buy from ColourPop, this is a very, very nice little palette. It's also a little bit more exciting maybe than the one from ColourPop, because you get different finishes in here. You get different tones. So you have kind of a satiny white. The charcoal is a matte, I believe. The black is a matte. Then the shade Sultry, which is a light gray, is also a satin. And then you get some shimmers, some multi or yeah, kind of a duochrome shades in here. The palette is very, very cool, very, very nice. But I think I'm going to pass this one along. Then this one is right now my only yellow palette that I have in my collection. I have yellows, but I don't have a yellow palette. And it's still, yeah, it's Sunshine makes me happy. It makes me happy. What can I say? It's staying. So here I have some other ones. Dream with Vision was the first palette that I actually tried from Makeup Obsession, and I fell in love with the quality. I am going to give this one away because I haven't used it in so long, and I have pastels in my collection, and I have ones that I like more. Okay, let's go to this one because I really do like this one. This one is staying. This is basically my, what is it? If you like the Jeffree Star green, what is it? His green palette, but you don't want to buy from Jeffree Star, get this one. Because the quality on this is amazing. It saves you a heap load of money. And it's a drugstore brand. So yeah, I'm keeping this so dope. This one though, the LA Dreams palette. I actually think I'm going to declutter this one as well. I really do like the quality. But I haven't grabbed this in, I think, I don't know, at least a year, maybe even 2. This one I am keeping though. Okay, let's go to Glam Shop next, because I have a few palettes from them as well. Glam Shop also has a yellow palette. Maybe I will get that one. So let's start with order of that I got them. This is the first one that I tried, the Celone palette, which is their green palette. Can we just... I think, is this kind of a... Let's see. No, but... it's good enough. I am going to let the pistachio palette go. I have decided. I know, who am I? But this one, the Celone, yeah, it was the first thing I tried from Glam Shop. I fell in love with their formula. This is such a nice palette. Did I say such a nice palette already? Then after that I bought this one, the Morlova palette. And the Morlova is apricot, I believe. So this is basically my replacement for the peach from Revolution. This quality is outstanding. Honestly, the only one I don't really use is the hot pink, but that's okay. But the quality on this, yeah, it's not going anywhere. And then I bought the Glam Moro, the V Moro palette. This is so stunning. And then this one I got as a present, the Caramel palette, because it had a bee on the front. But this is such a good palette. This is so cool. And again, with this, it's a pretty basic color story. And then they do something like this in the center, which is again... you got me. And it pairs so beautifully with this color story, but also this. These shimmers, they are just, oh yeah, it's all staying. Okay, let's go to this. This is a palette that I got as a gift from Divina. Well, I didn't get it from Divina, but it is from Divina. I got it from a friend from the USA. This is not going anywhere. I don't use all shimmer palettes often. This is the shade Celesta. Then we have Nerds, Messier, Gumballs, and Your Little Dog too, and Salvatore. But look. Yes. And this is why my collection videos are so long. This is not going anywhere. So I have some more from Makeup Revolution here. Let me get these out of the boxes. Let's start with this one, which is the original Sauve, the extras, or it's not the original Sauve, it's the Sauve Extra Spice. This was the first thing that I purchased from Makeup Revolution overseas, so it was very exciting. And this was basically my first real colorful palette. Why? Because I needed a red and I needed a yellow. And so this was the palette that I ended up with. I haven't used this in... I think 2 years, because it's kind of going bad, and I think it's time to let it go. It was what got me started on my color journey, but it's time to let this go. I'm not going to gift this because it's too old for that. I'm just going to throw it in the trash. I don't do that often, but in this case I'm not going to gift it to anyone else because yeah. Then we have here Sauve's second collab with Makeup, or third collab with Makeup Revolution. This is the mini Sauve. I don't understand this color story. I know the gist of it because it's the most popular shades from the Extra Spice, but it just doesn't make any sense to me. That red is throwing me off so much. So yeah, I'm going to declutter this one. The next palette, and it kind of reminds me a little bit of the Elf. I really did like the quality of this one. So I think I'm going to keep this one for now. Yeah, and see what will happen later. This is one of the Reloaded, the Neutrals too. And it was actually, I bought this this color story because Makeup Revolution came to store here, and I was very impressed, and I wanted to try it. So this was actually one of the first palettes that I really reviewed on my channel. I actually decluttered the palette, gave it to my sister, and then a friend of mine regifted it to me. The reason that it is still in my collection, and that's why I'm keeping it in this round, is again because I want to do a video recreating that video, basically. You know, to see how my skill set has changed. So that's the reason that I'm keeping it. That's also the only reason that I'm keeping it. The quality is nice enough, let's say that. And then this one, the Makeup Revolution Pride 2019 palette, I think. And I'm digging my nail in, so I'm butchering up the palette, but that's okay because it's a shitty palette anyway. Honestly, I'm not even going to give this to someone else. I'm just going to throw this away because there's just something with these weird ass. They feel yucky. They feel, I don't know what it is with this one. I don't like this one at all. The mattes were fine, but these shimmers, they have kind of a putty like texture, and I had that in that quad that I decluttered from X Revolution as well. There's a certain puttiness to them. No, I don't like this one at all, and I'm just going to throw that one away. And then these two from their collaboration with, well, with Batman, with the DC, whatever. I still don't get the collab, but I do, yeah. I did buy these two palettes because it has bats. So I caved. What can I say? It has bats. So this one is staying. I really like the quality of this one. A lot, actually. This is, if you're looking for a small neutral palette that doesn't break the bank, this is it. This black, it's such a good black, so easy to work with. The shimmers are stunning. It's just very much worth it, honestly. So it's staying. This one, the Joker, I had a lot of fun with this. A lot of fun, and I'm keeping this one as well. I have Catrice left and I have Sigil left. So shall we just get it out of the way and go to the Sigil palettes first? Okay, this is my Flaming Gold palette. And I kind of have a love-hate relationship with this one. I really like the color story, but I don't like the fact that it is a different size from my other palettes. It's, as you can see, it's the micro. I have the other ones I have in full size. I actually think I'm going to declutter this. I know who am I. Sigil is one of my favorite brands, but I'm not going to buy another micro palette. I don't know, it just throws me off a little bit. So I'm actually going to, well, I think the quality is stunning. I'm going to declutter this one. Yes. And then let's go to these. Can I do them in order of when they came out? Yes, I can. Okay, let's start with this one, which was the first one that she released, which is the Dragon palette. This is what it looks like. And yes, I keep the cartons. I keep these because they're too cute to throw away. I really like it. This was the first one that she released. The only shade I don't like is this one. It's actually the only shade from her that I don't like, and it's not the formula, it's the color. This is, it's a reddish brown that does funky stuff on me. So it makes me actually more green. So this is basically not red enough and too red at the same time. So it's the only shade from her I don't use, but yeah, I'm keeping all of these. Just an FYI. Here's the Chinchilla palette. This is what the Chinchilla palette looks like. And it's a stunning palette. Honestly, it's stunning. Then we have the Fish, and this is my favorite blue palette. If I want to play with blue eyeshadows, this is the palette that I grab. She also has an Etsy shop, but not everything is in stock there. But this is the Naked Kitty Cat, and this is a palette that I use a lot, a heap load in summer. And this is actually the palette that I wanted to compare the nudes to from Juvia's Place. Yeah, they are different tones. This is more orangey. Okay, so I'm still going to keep both. Yes. Okay, here we have the Tender Gazelle. Well, this is, if you're a cool toned olive, this is your neutral palette. Yeah, honestly. I have done videos with them all. I have done 2 looks with all the palettes. So just so you know. And here is the Chestnut Toad palette. Very pretty, very pretty. And then the newest one is the Friendly Grass Snake. And this, yeah, it's just it's such a stunning palette, honestly. So these are not going anywhere. And when she releases new egg palettes, you bet your bottoms that I will order them. Let's go next then to Catrice. That's then also, I think, the last brand that oh no, I have another brand left. So here we have all the 5 in a box. These are the 2 newer ones, yeah. So the last round I kept them all. This round I think I am going to declutter some. So I love this one, which is the warm one. I think it's just stunning. And here I have the golden nude. Also stunning. This one is, I think I'm going to declutter this one. This is the soft rose. This one is not vegan because it contains carmine. This one, which is the modern smoky look, also contains carmine, and the other ones don't. I'm going to give this one away because I don't use it. So yeah, it's an amazing quality though, but I don't use it. So these 2 I'm going to keep definitely, yes. This one I'm going to keep as well. This one I'm going to keep, which is the blue smoky look. And actually what I would love to do, but I don't think I can. So that's, I'm kind of sad that I don't know if I can pop out the shades, because what I would love to do is swap these 2 shades. I love the quality of this one, but I don't like the blue. So yeah, so there's kind of that. So I wish I could swap these 2 out, but I don't think I can. But yeah, I'm keeping these as well. This one, which is the Vivid Burgundy look. I really like the quality of this, but I don't use it. So it's not a color story that I go for right now. So I am decluttering too, and I'm keeping these 4. Then let's go to these, which are the Pro Slim, and I have them all. So I already mentioned the very, very nude one, the soft nude one. On the one hand, I kind of want to keep the collection complete. On the other hand, there are a few palettes here that I know I will never reach for because I don't like them. So let's see. This is the next gen. No, this is the, yeah, next gen nudes, and this is the Neon Earth. Out of these, I like the Neon Earth the best, just because it's more along the lines of what I go for right now. So I'm definitely keeping the Neon Earth. Oh yeah, I'm definitely keeping this one, the Vintage Soul. I love that this color story I love so much. Yeah, I'm keeping the Vintage Soul. I am going to pass with the nudes. And then these 2. Let me see. Yeah, oh yeah, this is the, what is it? The Peach Origin. These 2 were released last year. If I'm not mistaken, they're also in the USA. I'm going to get rid of this one. The quality was nice, but the shade Denim is throwing me off. I don't understand what it's doing in the palette. I didn't like it. I did not like the color on me. I did not really like the shade in and of itself, so I'm going to pass this one along. I don't know what the blue is doing in a peach palette, but that's maybe me. Then we have here the Lavender Breeze. I liked it, but it's not lavender enough for me. So I'm going to get rid of this one as well. Then the last one that I have is from Essence here, and it's the Born Awesome. This was a gift from my husband and my son a few years ago around, was it around Christmas or around my birthday? I don't know, but they basically went out of their way to pick out a present for me in makeup, and I can still picture them in the drugstore not knowing what to get and saying, I think she likes orange, or at least I like this color combination, so let's give it to her. The quality is very nice. These are not available anymore as far as I know, at least, but this one is staying just because it was their gift, and they just, you know, made an effort to give me something nice. So yeah, let's go to what I have in my maybe pile. I'm going to keep this one, the Nudes by Juvia's Place. I'm going to keep it for another round and see if I will use it. Then let's go to these. Yeah, it's the same thing as I said, right? On the one hand, I really want to keep these because I love the brand so much. But because I love the brand so much, I want other people to enjoy them as well. I'm going to declutter these as well. Wow, did not think that I would do that. Kraken Cosmetics. I think I'm going to keep this one. Yeah, I'm going to keep it. Okay. And then Made by Mitchell. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of this one as well. And then that is it for the declutter in total. I will count everything and I will put the end score on the screen, but you will probably also have seen it in the description box. No, yeah, thumbnail title, you know, that kind of thing. Guys, I have a large collection, and I think that I toned it down quite a bit. So I'm extremely proud of myself. You know, so yeah, palettes will go to friends, family. They will be donated. There is basically a shelter here, a women's shelter here in the neighborhood or in the town where I live, where the rest is going to go to. So I'm going to spread the love. And then yeah, that was it. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to check out all the other videos that I did in the Declutter. The playlist will be on the end screen. And I'm going to wish you a fantastic day, a fabulous evening. May your foundation always match your neck, and I will see you extremely soon in my next one.